Okay, so someone called me, and that also shuts down the live when I go live with this device. So I just learned another new thing today. So before I completely get off live, because yeah, due to like, so I have a core people that like to hear these prayers, and their schedules are moving around, and my schedules are moving around. So I can't promise that I'll be live every single day. So just in case I don't get back on here, I want to tell people that you have 3 days. Well, okay, so when the new year starts, you always want to, well, like the 31st, the 30th, do your windows, your doors, your floors, wash it, so like you don't go into the new year with any of the baggage from the previous year. And if for some reason you don't do that, you always want to try to get it done between, like, well, basically ASAP, but by the 9th, you should have your floor, your door, your windows, your cupboard doors, everything washed and cleansed, ready for the year. And then for and you want to go like that for each month. Try to get your washes and things done within the first 9 days of the month, or the last 9 days of the month. Hi, Sarinthia. Happy New Year. Lovely to hear from you. I'm just trying to remind people of all the things that because I constantly, well, not constantly, but I post about these things. So, guys, I want you guys to see my face and actually hear me say it and explain why you need to do it. When you do your washes, like especially for your windows, right? You do these things to not only wash away spiritual baggage in case you had like a depressive episode or a spiritual problem. You also, when you do these washes, you guys are filling in the spiritual gaps of protection around, like, the perimeter of your home. You're doing that to fill in the gaps so that your enemies, they, even if they divine and try to figure out, they don't, when they try to like do readings to figure out where's your weak spot to your house, how can they get their energy in, they don't find anything because you've already done the washing and sealed your home, basically. So people, I've seen people where they take like hyssop and rue, holy water, Florida water, and then their pine sol, and then they use that, and that still works. Like, try it. If you're not doing anything like that, try that simple recipe: hyssop rue, holy water, Florida water, and pine sol. And you basically do, you draw it up as if you're gonna like mop, but instead of using the mop, you'll get the, like, I recommend a white wash towel. It's, you can keep it solely for this purpose, but I wouldn't hold on to the same one for more than 3 months. No more than that, because depending on how dirty everything is, physically and spiritually, it's gonna go from that bright white to like basically a murky gray. So don't keep it for more than 3 months. But yeah, and hmm, yeah, to start, I would say use white. I know there's other people that use certain colors, like I've seen people use blue for different things. Like they were trying to invite higher, like, ascended master spirits into their home. But if you're just doing the floor walk, this is sounding kind of loud right now. That's the Venus frequency playing in the background. But like, to start, I recommend white, because white is purity, white is protection. White is like, when something's white, that's clean. So you're using that in your bucket. And when, so some, I've seen some people where they don't change their water. They'll do the walls, the doors, the floors with all the same water. And depending on how much spiritual baggage you've had in your home, that water should be, by the time you're done, your water should be pretty dark. And you don't want to pour it down your drain, because if this is spiritual baggage that's in this bucket of murky water, you're going to pour the spiritual baggage down your drain and risk clogging up not only your actual drain, but like your, how do I say this, your spiritual system. You don't want that to get clogged. So I recommend the buckets for these washes when like it's all done outside. Now, if you had to cleanse some wicked stuff, the further you dump it away, the better. And I know that's like, it's winter time, it's cold, there's ice, you can't, but at least for sure, outside. Preferably in a bush or the grass or by a tree, because there are some spirits that will take that water specifically as an offering, and then they'll basically like reward you with something because you brought them something, gave them something to do, and now they're gonna send you on your way with better energy. So not down your, somebody posted they were gonna pour it down their sink. Not down your sink, not down your toilet, not down your tub, outside of your house, especially for this end of the year, beginning of the year one. Not inside your house at all. What else? Bayou Moon Southern Rootwork is owned by a lady named Mama L, and she has these different kinds of carpet powders. If you're in my group, I've already posted them. Not them, but the link to buy them. I highly recommend those because those are like, or they're organic and they don't harm your pets. So if you have a cat or a dog and you sprinkle it on your carpet, you won't, your cat or your dog, they won't get sick from it at all. Like, it's pet friendly. What else? The reason I mentioned the carpet powders is because, even if you routinely shampoo your carpets, for like carpet itself, it just like literally it sucks things out of the air, dust, and not just like physical dust and like allergens and things like that. It also sucks in like spiritual energy. So that's where the carpet powders, because she has like, what does she have? She has one that's good for stopping witchcraft. I've tried that one. She has one for what is it? Von powder. That one's good for putting good vibes in your house, and they smell really good. So like I don't vacuum it or sweep it right away. Sometimes I just leave it and let it sit. So then whatever, if there's any nasty negative energy like holding on to the fibers of my carpet, they get pushed out basically. What else did you guys have to do? The New Year readings, they will be on sale until January 21st. They're $75 right now. After January 21st, they go back to $121. And you want to get in what the New Year reading comes with, depending if you have specific questions, those questions get answered. No, when you do the water itself is the offering. You're bringing it outside and you're telling them to take that negative energy and transmute it into something good that the earth can do something with. So like, for example, in order to do the washes, you have water, right? You're giving the water back to the earth, and the earth is going to be able to use that water for something, because the basic, like, that's the whole point of when people go outside with their shoes, they're barefoot. They go outside barefoot and they have the energy be like, if they're feeling negative, their energy gets transmuted into something good that they can use. So no offering. And at the beginning of the year, if you've never done an offering before and you don't know what to do, I do not recommend doing beginning of the year offerings on your own. Find somebody who can help you in actually get a divination. Don't just say, oh, I want it, like, because you don't know what you're opening up to or because some spirits, they'll accept the offering, but that doesn't mean they're going to help you. That just means that you gave them an offering and they took it. So be very careful with things like that. But for the water, just dump it there. Tell the earth you're giving it to, because in some gunk that's in the water is basically an offering, because it's energy at the end of the day. Okay, what else? So yeah, you guys have, I recommend get these washes done by the 9th. and then for your spiritual routines, okay, here we go, we're back. I don't know what just happened there, but it was like weird signal. So okay, where was I? White baths. If you don't have a spiritual routine that's already laid out, that you've been doing, that you have an elder or somebody guiding you to build upon and maintain like that, white baths, the recipe has been reposted in my group a few times. It's been reposted on the page. I will repost it again this last time, and then I probably won't repost it for like another 2 months or so, unless somebody individually asks me for it. But literally, if you type in your search bar on Facebook, She Who Hears White Bath, it'll come up, and there's also a post, a post, a post or two, in 2 videos that should pop up if you type She Who Hears White Bath. And I recommend that if you've never done a bath ever, I recommend you do this white bath at least 3 times this month. And I recommend that you do the first one before the 9th. And I say before the 9th because it's the new year and a new month. And if you don't do something within the first 9, I don't know what's going on. It must just be something weird today. But if you don't do it within the first 9 days, you're less likely to do it at all the rest of the month. So if you haven't done a bath, even if you do, like if you're not sure what you should be doing, white bath for sure, because with all these heavy energies that like basically reawaken during this time of year, you don't want like basically